Welcome, guys. My name is Albert, and in today's video, we are going to be talking about why Nofap destroys social anxiety. Here's the thing: does fapping increase your social anxiety? Yes, it does, guys. There's a type of neurotransmitter in your brain called dopamine. Right? Here's the thing: every time you do something, every time you have this sense of pleasure, or you have this sense of satisfaction, or you have motivation, there is a surge of dopamine in your brain, right? So dopamine is associated with pleasure, satisfaction, and motivation. That's why when you get that promotion in your job, you have this sense of accomplishment, this euphoric feeling, right? The same goes with when you have sex, right? So if you're a healthy, normal person, that release of dopamine is usually followed after you have achieved something that you've worked towards, right? There was a moment where you kind of worked hard for it, and then you got it, and then there was this release of this neurotransmitter in your brain, right? And that's how normal people go about it. But here's the thing: when you fap, dopamine is also released in the brain. Right? Why this is bad is because it removes the sense of delayed gratification, right? You have the sense of, okay, if I want to have that dopamine release, all I need to do is just turn on the hub and fap, right? And now this creates a kind of like nasty cycle that you're always chasing that dopamine hit, right? And it makes it worse because it's like now you become addicted to that pleasurable feeling. Right? So this forces you to keep fapping, looking up different videos on the hub, right? And you guys know, sometimes it may actually take you down a deep, dark path, right? Which is why I say, if you can, try to cut down as much as possible how much you fap. Because here's the thing: watching the hub, watching porn really distorts your image of the world. That's number one. It distorts how you interact with women. Why is this such a bad thing? Because here's the thing, right? When you are always fapping and getting that surge of dopamine, it's going to leave you less motivated to go out, right? You are depleting your masculine energy. The confidence that you're going to have to actually go out and that motivation to go out is going to be depleted because you are already getting that dopamine hit, that pleasurable feeling at home watching the hub. So when you go out, you're not really motivated to talk to people. You're just kind of in your own zone, right? You become very introverted, right? And this is not the way to go. And what happens is that over time, as you're preventing yourself into getting into these social interactions, right? You're not training your social muscles, right? You're not training your social skills, right? And as you're doing it, you keep getting demotivated to actually go and have these social interactions. Guys, we as humans, we are social creatures. We thrive when we always put ourselves in social situations, right? But when you are always fapping and you are getting that pleasurable, that dopamine hit at home, it stops you from going out and meeting people. And why is this bad? Because when you eventually have to go and actually interact with people, when it comes to social gatherings or when it's at work or at a work party that you have to attend, when you have to now interact with people, when it's like things where you have to interact with people now, you become socially awkward, right? Which becomes a vicious cycle because now that you're socially awkward, you're gonna have like all these negative thoughts in your head, all this negative self-talk. Right? You're going to have all these negative self-talk in your head, which is going to increase your social anxiety, which is going to make every social interaction seem like a huge burden, right? And you're going to be anxious every time you're in a social group, interacting with people where it's like it's supposed to be a natural, fun thing for most people. But if you're fapping all the time, that's what happens. Right? It gives you a distorted sense of the world. You don't know how to interact with people normally. You don't know how to have healthy interactions with women, right? That's why I always advise people, look, it is extremely hard, especially if it's like something that you're used to doing all the time. It becomes a habit. It becomes an addictive habit, right? It becomes a very addictive habit, and it's very hard to break from a habit. But here's what I would advise you guys to do. right? If you want to really take control of this and you want to start reducing your social anxiety, you have to do two things. First, you have to start weaning yourself off porn and fapping. Now, it's going to be hard to go cold turkey. I'm not expecting you guys to go cold turkey, but if you can, you have to start weaning yourself down from it, weaning yourself out from it, right? You cannot, this is something that you have to take care of, unless it's going to be a very big detriment in your life down the road. The second part is that I want you guys to start putting yourselves in social situations. It takes practice. I know it's going to be difficult, but it takes a lot of practice. Go out there every day, try to start up a conversation with people. Not just girls, guys, everybody. Start a conversation with somebody. Whether it's asking them what the time is, asking for direction, asking where the best chicken spots are, asking where the nearest Starbucks is. Start conversation. And I'm telling you, this will actually help you decrease your social anxiety, because you're not going to put so much stress on yourself every time you're in a social interaction. And then the final step that I want you guys to do is actually go out there and actively start meeting women. Actively start talking to women every single day. And you'll see over time, combined with you actually stopping fapping and going on the hub, your social anxiety will be non-existent down the road. But it takes time, patience, perseverance, determination, and it takes hard work, right? So if you're willing to actually decrease your social anxiety, it's going to take work. Okay, guys, that is the video for today. If you have not already, guys, go ahead, hit that subscribe button, turn on post notifications so you don't miss any of my future videos. If you guys have any comments for me, leave it for me in the comment sections below. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.